Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review, Beer Dubs United. Yeehaw, we are here. Nobody's joined me yet, so panel is open for anyone that wants to join. As usual, we will get to some beer talk. We will do some other stuff. We'll probably be annoyed from the peanut gallery over there. We got some beer to drink. Yeah, we got some beer to drink. We are right now drinking a beer that was meant to be, which is a creme de menthe milkshake stout. So there we go. We have a mint chocolate stout right here. Really excited to get into that. Yeah. Other than that, nothing really new going on here. Just sending out some last minute invites there. There we go. I've lost my cell phone. It's a good thing that I have 3 others to choose from, but I've lost my
Where's
phone.
Your brand new one.
I lost it.
Where?
Somewhere in the house.
You want me to call it?
Maybe. Just maybe.
Frank will go look for it.
Okay, so yeah. What do we have to talk about? Stratford, Ontario did get another brewery in Harold House. Harold House opened with Abandoned at the Altar Sour, the B2 Golden Ale, the Brookstream Stout, the GTR Rusty Rail Red Ale, Perth's County Conspiracy APA, and the Dingman Dark Lager. I'm going to keep that open. I got to remember these breweries to go and send them messages for the beer festival because there's so many new breweries. And, you can't use the fucking mom and hops anymore because that guy stopped doing things after it came out about what he did to his ex-girlfriends. And, it just, his site went quiet. Hilltop's Hops Brewhouse now open in West Hants, Nova Scotia. And they will be opening with a cream ale, a blonde, a pale ale, a pilsner, an IPA, and a red ale. Nice little list for Nova Scotia. I have no clue where West Hants, Nova Scotia is, and since Lee isn't here right now, we wouldn't know. But hey, whatever. I really kind of like these headphones because I can't hear anything from the peanut gallery. Evil Corporation Brewing launches in Calgary with Initial Public Offering IPA. Intriguing name for both the brewery and the first beer. I'll give them that. Anything else new and exciting in the world of new breweries? Forefathers Brewing is in the news again, this time for something different. We're not talking about John and the videos that were circulating about him and his girlfriend. That's pretty much gone on the quiet now, but they just launched a full food menu in their tap room. And yeah, all in Cambridge. I know, I don't know what's going on with their other story. That's kind of been brushed under the rug. Gateway City Brewing now open in North Bay. This is the brewery that Carrie, the Redbeard, has been going on and 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 on about. They opened up with a rye pale ale, an 1117 India Session Ale, and that looks like it, other than they are available in cans at the brewery and on draft. Okay, good. So, Carrie, where's my cans? Why haven't you been sending cans out to people? This stuff's available in cans, you motherfucker. Why not? Oh, guys, give me this, give me that. But no, I'm not going to send you shit. Yeah, okay. Okay. Spacecraft Brewery just opened. Spacecraft Brewery just opened in Sudbury. They started with a Riesling IPA and a hazy Citra IPA, because why wouldn't you only open up with IPAs? They will offer they will offer 7 spacecraft beers with 7 guest taps. Okay, so they're going to be like a little get together type of place. I just closed them because I don't know why. Shipwright Brewing is now open in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia. They started with a Northeast Pale Ale, a Kolsch, and a Coffee Blonde. Oh, nice. I like coffee blondes. I do. Those are probably the best blondes to have. Fucking Secret Cove Brewing. Oh, my phone's right here. Found my phone.
Yeah, your daughter found it.
You didn't call it.
Oh, your daughter did.
But you didn't. Good Lot Farmstead Brewing opens its bottle shop in Caledon, Ontario. Yeah, it's a bottle shop in Caledon. Doesn't say anything about what they're offering, anything like that. Just it's a bottle shop on a hop farm. Bottle shop on a hop farm. Bottle shop on a hop farm. How far is Caledon from here?
Caledon?
Yeah.
Caledon.
No, Caledon.
10,000 miles. Can you look it up for you, darling, since I am just the peanut gallery.
Peanut Gallery is going to look it up for us. So, to the viewers we have, throw me some questions, some comments, some concerns. Let's chat. Since nobody else is joining us so far, even though, I've asked a bunch of people and they're all like, oh, yeah. Well, not all of them. Some of them are like, we'll join, and some of them are like, we might be down. One of them said he'd probably be down around 9. But we have some viewers, so what do you guys want to talk about?
It's an hour and 20-minute drive.
Hour and 20 from here, eh? Okay. There's like 6 breweries that have opened up in and around there, so I might have to make a day trip out there one day. If it takes 4 hours to walk from Niagara Falls to Welland, it should take me 16 hours to walk there. That's a good stout. It really is. So I'll keep that one open too, so I can remember the name when I go to send some stuff out. Forbes has a article up about how cider lovers bristle at the term cider beer. You know what? I've been seeing stuff like this a lot lately. Craft cideries saying cider beer and stuff like that. 401 is a cider house here in Ontario. It ships through the same company that Barley Days ships by. I'm going to assume that somehow they're connected because Barley Days is owned by a big company. Well, not like Molson Coors or something like that, but by a big company that doesn't do beverages normally. So Barley Days is owned by them. 401 ships with them through the same shipment consortium, the same couriers. And when you order from one or the other, it's the same email address that sends back to you. So they have to be connected in some fashion. But they call themselves 401 Cider Brewery, and that just makes me weirded out. I don't know if it's if they're trying to get around one of the licenses. Oh wait, I hear somebody else. Who's here?
What's up, buddy?
You're an idiot. You know that?
Come on, it's great. It's the best.
See what he's doing? Look what he's doing because he doesn't have a beard anymore.
It works. It works well. It's great. Hey,
You're an idiot. There.
I got OBS working with Hangouts. It's pretty cool.
Nice. So I was just talking about your Gateway Brewery.
Oh yeah.
Where's my cans of Gateway beer?
Still at the brewery, waiting for me to have money to spend.
Haven't heard anything back from Highlander. We did talk about that.
Yeah.
They haven't responded about the festival, so maybe one of their sales guys at festivals should put it in their ear.
I might do that.
Because I have room. I just got another one today. I have room for 12 more, and then I'm tapped out.
Cool.
I got to start sending out to food vendors as well. But tomorrow, I have to do flooring over in that room over there so that somebody can start doing laundry again. Because right now everything's disconnected and moved.
Fun.
I had to pull all the carpet out of the utility room. The great thing about the utility room, only room in the house that they did this for, they just put the carpet down. They didn't care in the utility room. They just put it down. They must have ran out of under padding or ran out of glue or something because, every other room is under padded and glued to high fucking hell and has a tack strip along every inch of the walls. This room, nothing. It wasn't glued down. Didn't have under pad. It didn't have tack strips. I loved it.
The Sexton has arrived.
Hello,
Oh, Sexton, how is our beer?
Chad. The beer is still in the fermenter. It's getting bottled on Thursday.
So it's delicious.
I hope so. I honestly, just with the craziness of December and everything, I just haven't had a chance to fucking bottle it. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I'm off until Sunday, so.
Yes, I am aware. We will get something going. Because I have another beer in my other fermenter that I want you to sample. So, which isn't bottled yet either, but it should have been bottled already. But fuck, again, you sort of get where this is going.
I have a beer from the one and only Daryl Murphy that he wants me to sample too.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We all know how that first one went. Oh, is it the porter?
It might be.
Very nice.
I'm very excited. Alicia is too.
I actually sampled the
beer that was dropped off for me.
No, I'm not.
I actually had the base porter, which is actually quite nice on that. So
yeah.
Yep.
Then he should have put those in his leprechaun cup.
What do you got there?
I have a beer that was meant to be.
What is
it?
Terrible.
It is a creme de menthe milkshake.
Oh God, you got those milkshake ones?
How is that one? I haven't tried that one yet.
It's okay. It's minty, it's chocolately, and that's about it.
So along the lines of everything else I've tried in the pack so far? Okay.
That's the only one I've had from the pack so far. Because the cartoon is coming over this week to do some reviews, so I have to save some stouts for him.
Cool. I did the blueberry pancake one and some other one I can't think of off the top of my head so far. But both of them were like not bad. I found that the whatever they're talking about, like with the flavors, like chocolate and whatever, it comes through a lot more in the smell. Like that blueberry pancake one, it smelled like a stack of blueberry pancakes with maple syrup on or something.
Well, I mean, that's the thing with this one too, right? Like this one smelled just like the mint chocolate shots I used to make at the bar I used to manage.
Yeah.
Because Red Square was a goth bar. It was a dive. It was this. It was that. So whenever our one owner would go out and buy fancy things like creme de menthe and creme de cacao and shit like that, we didn't fucking use that shit. It just sat on the shelf until it had an inch of dust on it. And I'm like, okay, we got to get rid of this somehow. I know. We'll mix the two bottles together and we'll sell them for $1 a shot.
Why not?
It worked.
I will be back. I'm gonna grab a beer. 1 second.
I never did ask you guys. What are you drinking right now there?
I cracked open a can of basically sour water from Muskoka. Their Ebb and Flow Session Sour. It's coming in at 2.4 ABV.
I think I bought a can of that. I think I bought a can of that.
It's not bad. It's got that really intense, funky, not great smell that some sour beers have.
Oh, the almost like perm chemical smell?
Yeah, it doesn't smell yummy, but it tastes all right.
Did you notice what cup I was drinking?
Oh, I noticed.
This brewery really should be at the festival too, but they're too good for me.
I don't know if I'd say it's that reason.
That's the only reason.
Should it be?
Here's one that I wasn't a fan of, and I really loved the brewery and how all their beers are named after beards and such.
Okay, yeah.
So this is their 5 o'clock shadow. Now I don't know. Well, it couldn't have happened during transportation and all that, but there is a brewing fault in this beer. I don't know if it was meant to be. I don't know if they screwed up on one batch and just sent it out anyway. Because I've never had anything from this brewery, so I don't know. It's not overpowering. It's nothing like that. It's nothing that turns me off of the beer. It's not like, say, the Blue Elephants version of their beers.
The 5 o'clock, that's their pale ale, right?
This is their pale ale, and it's buttery.
Really?
Oh no, buttery.
Now let me say again, I just did the review of it tonight. That's why it's open, sitting beside me. It's buttery, but it's not buttery in an overpowering buttery way. It's not buttery in an oh my god, I can't drink it buttery way, but it's there. Do I think every single person would be able to pick it out? Probably not. Now that being said, what I do really like about their pale ale is it clears off the palate real quick. It like cleanses the back of your palate.
That is a redeeming quality to have.
Yeah. Especially when it's buttery.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
It's not as sticky buttery.
Yeah, it's not a sticky, but yeah. So all in all, I mean, it was a drinkable beer. It reminded me of almost every other Ontario pale ale except for buttery and clears off the palate faster.
Weird.
I don't know if that's the ringing endorsement.
Oh, no, but it's probably not. But you know what I mean, right? Like Double Trouble, Hops and Robbers, Tank House before Labatt bought them. They're like so many pale ales in Ontario have. They're not the exact same beer, but they taste very similar.
Yeah, no.
And that's where the OPA idea came out of, was stuff like that. New Tomorrow CPA, the Canada Pale Ale, had another OPA. You know, like that. Ontario Pale Ale.
Ontario Pale Ale. I'm piecing it all together.
You're piecing it all together? Good. I'm glad you're piecing it all together. So, I mean, that stuff like this was a lot like all of those until you got the butteriness, but then it cleared off the palate fast enough. Yeah. So if I saw this at an LCBO or something, I'd give it a shot again. I'd buy another one. See, I don't even know what batch it was or anything. Like the canning date is clear. Like, what the fuck is that bullshit?
No, Full Beard, they're up north, right?
They're Timmins.
Timmins.
Really, really, really nice brewery.
You know what's so random is that I went to the Brew at the Zoo 2 years ago. So
they were there.
They were there
because the guys that run Brimstone, well, the guys that do the Brimstone events, Mel and Mike, who also helped run my festival the day of, they tried to sell us to these guys, and these guys were all gung ho until I sent them an email going, "Are you in on this?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't know." But they were all gung ho up until then.
Yeah. So what did I have from them? Shit. No, I'm curious because I mean,
it probably had
like
this.
3 years ago.
This was one of their core brands even back then.
Full Beard. It's Full Beard, right?
Yes, Full Beard. And like I said, I'm not downing them or anything. I've never had anything else by them. Now, if I have 3 more cans of their stuff, if all 3 of those are buttery, then I'll get angry. It could have just. I don't even know what system they run on. Carrie, you've been there. What's their system?
I don't even know. Like, what do you mean by system?
Like, is it gigantic? Is it small? Is it?
It's not huge, but it's not small. Like it's bigger than New Ontario's.
I had their 5 o'clock.
It's really, really freakishly clean in there,
as it should be.
Yep, most breweries are. Not all of them, but most of them are. I don't know if you guys noticed, today we got our 25th brewery for the Albino Rhino Beer Festival.
Yeah,
Lock Street Brewing.
Yeah, Lock Street signed up. That's awesome. You know, there's actually some new ones on there, which is
very new ones. Charlottesville, Job Site, Stonehooker.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I love that name.
They're in Port Credit, which is interesting. It's I wonder if because Port Credit has another brewery, Old Credit. I think Old Credit Brewing.
Old Credit is Old Credit is 2 really, really, really old Italians.
Yeah, I didn't know they were Italians, but you can totally tell it's like 2 like a bunch of old guys, like old school, like We're gonna make the same 2 beers over and over again for the next 30 years.
Hello, Braith. What's going on? You're over there. Why don't you just say hello?
But where did the Charlottesville? Is it Charlottesville or Charlottetown?
Charlottesville?
I was like, are they from PEI or something? Like, where
No,
are they?
they're here in Ontario. Who was the new Stratford brewery? There was a Stratford brewery that joined too.
Hold on, I'm trying to. Either way, it's turning out to be a pretty banging lineup.
The biggest problem is somebody needs to take the reins on this and go out and compile a list of every single brewery in Ontario with contact info and stuff like that, like websites and all that, just like Mom and Hops was doing. Now that Mom and Hops won't do it anymore.
So if we got left field, there. That's another.
Left field is in again this year. So they were in the first 2 years.
Yeah,
and then they were out for the next 3, and now they're back.
They're back.
They are back. Yeah, back. Grill's Cheese is back.
Good old Grill's Cheese.
Grill's Cheese is the guy that has the cheese curds and all that right inside the door as soon as you walk in. As soon as you walk in the building itself.
Yeah.
Awesome guys.
Okay, Charlottesville Brewing Co.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Wellington Job Site Brewing.
Concession Road is coming back. Anderson is coming back. We have two cideries on board right now with 26 Acre and Ironwood. Bench back, of course. Old Tomorrow's back, of course. They do a few beer festivals. Ours is their favorite, according to them.
No, Old Tomorrow they didn't attend last year, right?
Yeah, they were there.
Oh, they were? Okay.
Yeah, John was inside.
Gotcha. You know what? I think I just did a quick thing on the inside last year. Yeah, oh well. And we'll see if Nickelbrook brings their 1106 again. That was my surprise of the fest last year when they brought the 1106. They busted out a keg of that. That was dangerous shit right there.
Rusky, I'm sending you the link right now.
I haven't tried this year's version of that.
I don't know, but when you get an 11.6% beer at a festival and it doesn't cost you any more than anything else.
Are you talking about Fairweathers?
No, Nickelbrooks.
Okay, well, Fairweather takes complete credit for getting a very certain Instagrammer so drunk that he got belligerent and had to be physically taken out. They take full credit on that. I saw Chop Mechanic was pushing the festival on Instagram, and I saw that certain person was like, "I'll leave you to do all the pushing," and then somebody else was like, "And the attending, no, I'm going to go again this year." Yeah, if you ever watch this, control yourself.
Yeah,
be able to handle your alcohol. That's all it comes down to. Handle your own alcohol. I really do love that he started following me again about a month ago because he blocked me and did the fuck Albino Rhino beer review thing and all that, right? And all that because he got tossed out. Handle your liquor. And if somebody comes up to you and says, who's in charge of the thing, you've had enough, you have to go. The cops are behind me telling me you have to go because the OPP were there. It was the AGCO officers.
Yeah.
Instead of getting belligerent and taking a swing at me and hitting your girl or whoever the fuck you were with, just walk out. Walk out.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy.
It's gone.
Gone away forever.
Jesus Christ.
So I sent the link to Nikolai. Let's see if he decides to join us. Last beer I reviewed today was this one.
Oh, nice. How have you tried? Is that the first one you've had from those?
This is the first one I've had from them. And it's very heady. So much so that I actually believe this is supposed to be their blonde ale. I even said it in the video. I haven't posted it yet. I'll post it when I get off. But I believe that they mislabeled this and that this is the Belgian IPA because they sent a Belgian IPA as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong. It might not be, but that's just the way it seems.
What are the dates on that?
Good day, Nikolai.
How's it going?
Maple Rusty, what's going on, man?
Not too much. Trying to. Oh, I do have a bottle opener. Perfect. There you go.
So if one of my cell phones dies, I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Jesus.
Yeah, looks like you're set.
That's actually, you know what? You can do some cool shit with those cell phones and their cameras if you get a wireless IP camera program for them. I was playing video game, Magic cards with Marcel yesterday, and I was able to have like a 2-camera setup going on.
See, my kid wants me to teach him how to play Magic cards. And he comes over. He comes over with like 500 Magic cards. And he bought, I guess his mom bought them for him at the dollar store and all that. And she's like, oh, your dad used to play them. Go get him to teach you. So he brings them over and I want to teach him, right? Okay, you want to learn? Let's teach you. It's something that will help you learn to read better and everything else. I go through his cards. He has like 6 lands in the entire like 500 cards. Oh, yeah, I can't.
That's all you need. Come on. That's fine.
So we go online. He got $25 for Christmas. And we go online and we find a package of like 500 lands for $23. And I'm like, he's like, I want you to buy that for me. I go, if you get that, you can't get anything else. That's all you can afford. He goes, yeah, I know. When we take your sister and brother out to pick out their stuff, you're going to be jealous that they're getting stuff and you're not. Are you okay? Yeah. 4 times. We go out to the store. Guess who was jealous that he couldn't get anything?
I think we've all been there.
Nikolai, what are you drinking tonight, buddy?
I am having some Holy Trinity IPA from Rouge River.
Oh, nice.
Something that I don't need a review, so I can drink it and not feel bad about it.
No.
Mhm.
Hey, Redbeard, what are you drinking? I think I missed it.
I've got some sour water from Muskoka. It's their session sour. It's 2.4% alcohol.
Oh,
better watch out.
The ebb and flow.
Better watch out. Better watch out. I'm gonna get belligerent.
So
I'll toss you out, man. I'll toss you out.
I'm assuming that was sold as a single can, or did it come as like a mixed pack or something?
Single.
Yeah, you can get them in singles at the LCBO.
No. What's the cost of that single?
I don't even remember. I think like no more than $3.
Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Now I got even more fun going on. I got a dual camera.
Ooh.
Cat cam, pussy cam.
It's the cat cam. Don't say that. Greg might jump in here.
Yeah, as soon as you say that word, Greg will be here.
Yeah, his ears are ringing.
see how cluttered I can make my fucking screen look. I'll just have like my face in the middle. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know how to do any of that shit. I'm not that good.
No. It's actually not that hard. Just like it's a plugin you install for OBS called Virtual Cam, and it runs through OBS. I'm just running this through OBS right now, so I can use my Stream Deck, and I can like. Nikolai didn't see this, I don't think, so I can do this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's right. I got a beard back.
Your beard is back. It's just not.
Yeah, you know.
That's long.
It's getting there, man. It's getting there. It's looking good.
I've been getting yelled at that I look different because I shave.
You do look a little different. That's not deniable.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I looked when I started dating her mom.
Nice.
And then I grew the full Santa beard out and went and did the Santa thing, and now I shaved it off. I actually was going to grow it for the entire rest of the year, so that it was a full-on Santa beard by the winter. But
that's a lot of beard.
that is a lot of beard. You are correct. That is a lot of beard.
Way too much beard.
You can never have too much beard.
Yes, you can. There is a point where it's just too much.
After 4 years, I wasn't there, so.
I don't know.
There's never too much beard when I'm involved.
There you go.
Hey, so we have the 5 top trends in beer to watch for in
2019.
I'm going to say it right now. This is going to be the year of the craft beer lager. This is it. You're going to get so many different variations of lagers and pilsners this year.
You think so?
Yep.
That's incredibly not exciting for me.
I know.
Like,
I have a feeling that's what's going to happen.
Okay, let's see what they say is going to happen. Lager love.
Oh my God.
that's really funny.
That the craft lagers will really take hold.
That's hilarious.
Drinkability. Maybe this is simple wishful thinking on my part. I certainly love hop-forward beers and have been drinking them for decades. But sometimes too much is too much, and you just want an easy drinking beer.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Right.
it's fair. It's fair, but there's no need to make like a plethora of them. I don't want to walk into the LCBO and see like 50 different lagers. That's gonna.
You see that
Well,
already?
no, that's lager love and drinkability. So they're talking about like session beers as well as the lager love beers.
Session beers started to kind of become more of a thing this year. I can see them becoming even more next year.
Novelty beers.
Oh,
Yeah,
Glitter.
novelty beers will continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. They will. I mean, there was a fucking 6-pack that was sought after in Ontario of milkshake stouts.
Yeah, and they're not that good.
I had a feeling that those things were just going to be just all synthetic, like
Beer-focused bars.
beer-focused bars. What is that?
I don't see that happening. I mean, that would be something more like Iggy's, right? Everything at Iggy's is more focused on beer. I don't think that's going to really become the big norm, or the beer market and stuff like that. I don't foresee that being the norm.
I mean, wouldn't that have been something that a craft beer fan would have already sought out years ago?
That's just what I'm saying. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think that's something that's going to become the big thing.
Yeah.
Good night. International influx. I don't see that happening in Canada all that much, just by the price people have to pay to get in here.
We already have enough Euro lagers.
Yeah,
We don't need any more Euro lagers for the lager love.
A lot of those styles that make it over here, they're garbage by the time they get here. Like, maybe not garbage, but they don't taste anything like what they're supposed to, and it's just, I don't know. I'll go Ontario craft all day long over generally something from across the pond.
Yeah.
The only one from across the pond that I still buy quite often is Thornbridge.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I just had Innocent Guns 15-year anniversary barrel-aged double IPA last night. That was okay. It was a 7.4% double IPA.
What?
Like,
Oh.
really?
It's not really a double.
Yeah, I wasn't overly impressed with that, but it wasn't terrible. It was okay.
Now, a Euro lager that I would grab on a regular basis if it was available is the is it Kostritzer, the Schwarzbier?
No.
Is that what it's called? Kostritzer? Chad, do you know?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I don't.
I'm mispronouncing it, but it's a great Schwarzbier. It's
I'm sure you're saying it perfectly.
If Paul was here, he'd say it in a heavy German accent. Hopefully while wearing pants.
No, he wouldn't be. So there's a UK publication that also came out with the 10 best alcohol-free beers, and I mean they're all European beers, unfortunately. But I mean, I really kind of want to try these because some of these are big-name breweries that made them. Here in Ontario, I would say my favorite non-alcoholic beers. Partake Brewing's IPA, which I've had. I have a can of their pale ale upstairs, but I've had the IPA. Amazing beer. The price is just too much to go out and buy it because it's the same fucking price as regular beer. So if I want 24 of them, I'm looking at $50.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
PC Red. The PC Red tastes just like Rickard's Red. It's $6.99 for a 12-pack. It's
That's really good.
Yeah, and it's low calories, it's low carbs, it's a good choice. The PC Blonde tastes just like regular, like domestic beer again. So better than the big name brand's non-alcoholic beer. And the price is lower. So I mean those would be my top 3 regularly available ones. After that, I'd say like Klostopper Dry Hopped is amazing. But I mean it's another one where you have to pay big money to get.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's on this list is Thornbridge's Big Easy, which is 0.5% alcohol, and 16 euro for 12.
Okay. It's like
Big
20
Yeah. Big Drop Citra 4 Hop Special Edition Pale Ale, 11.35 for 6.
Okay.
Brewdog's Raspberry Blitz, $1.85 per can.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad.
Adram's Ghost Ship, 0.5%, $1 per bottle.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a better price for sure.
McKellar's Racing Beer, 0.3%, $2.39 per can.
Ooh.
St. Peter's Without Gold, 0.0, $1.27 for a pint.
It's like 0.0. It's just nothing. There's
Big Drops Winter Ale, $9.79 for a 6-pack. These are all in euros, remember?
No, okay.
Nirvana Cosmic Stout, 0.0, $2.29. I would actually buy that because I've never had a non-alcoholic stout.
Nor do I. That'd be interesting.
Harvey's Low Alcohol Old Ale, 0.5, $1.29 per bottle. And Fit Beer Lager, 0.3%, $4.99 a bottle. No, sorry, $4.99 for a 2-pack.
It comes in a 2-pack?
It comes in a 2-pack.
A 2-pack.
People aren't going to pay $2.50 a beer, but they'll pay $4.99 for a 2-pack.
Exactly.
Each one of them is like a liter. Like, who knows?
So yeah, that's the non-alcoholic stuff out there. Yeah. What do we have? We have 6 viewers. Give us some comments. Give us some concerns. Let's talk. Again, shameless plug. May 25th, 2019 from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. is the Albino Rhino Beer Festival happening at 209 Ridge Road North in Ridgeway, Ontario. All proceeds go to the Ronald McDonald House of South Central Ontario. Yippee. Let's make this the best year ever. So far, we have 25 breweries signed up. We can fit 12 more in. Let's see what we can get. Yay!
Ooh. You want me to talk to my people at Black Oak, see if they're interested?
Sure.
Your people.
Not really. More or less just my boss.
Your boss, Ken?
Yeah, Ken, and then Brittany, who runs all like the event stuff.
Ken is an amazing man. I love Ken. Ken is a very very diverse person in the beer industry because you either love Ken or you hate Ken. There's no in between. You either love him or hate him.
I definitely love him, so it's all good.
Does he still have, on top of the coolers in the brew house itself, does he still have a collection of every single thing that should have been thrown out since the day the place opened?
You mean in the actual brewery, or do you mean like in
the actual brewery? To
be honest, I don't remember. I haven't been back in the brewery in a while. Usually just running to different LCBOs and working there. But next time I'm in, I'll definitely take a look.
Yeah, look up. Last time, for the last 7 or 8 years I've gone, I've made fun of him because he has a bazillion fucking pieces of junk on top of those coolers just sitting up there. And I'm like, why don't we get rid of those? You never know when I could use them for something.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's an accountant talking right there.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were working with them.
Yeah, I started in September. Yeah, so a lot of just LCBOs, grocery stores. Those can be, they're hit or miss if it's a busy day or not. I guess my furthest event was out in Hamilton for I Heart Beer and Mac and Cheese Festival. That was an amazing time.
Cool. Sorry.
No, the most amazing time is the Albino Rhino Beer Festival.
Yeah, exactly.
I meant when I was working, not when I was leisurely drinking beer and having fun.
Leisurely drinking beer.
There we go.
I didn't see that in the LCBO this year. I was waiting for it, and I never saw it. I was a little disappointed.
You just didn't look hard enough.
No.
My fiance beats me in my sleep.
Apparently, Jesus.
I had to give it a look back there to make sure she wasn't listening so that we don't all get hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, do you like my background?
What is it?
Burn board.
It's what, sorry?
Burn board.
Oh. Like you burn shit into it?
No, it's barn board.
Oh, barn board. I heard burn board. I'm like, what's burn board? Nice.
I was getting tired of every single time I did one of these videos, my giant white head disappeared in the background. I got to do this wall as something next. I'll probably just paint this wall some like accent color.
Yeah, I'll get like a whole vibe going kind of thing. Good.
Excuse me.
No worries.
So yeah, you're no, Ashley left. Ashley left. Yeah, he left.
Ash's on hold. I don't know where Redbeard went.
I'm still here.
I
Oh,
don't
there you are.
I'm here.
drinking a super awesome Molson Export.
Ooh.
I'm out of Old Vienna. I don't know what to do.
It is Lager Monday, apparently. Lager Monday in the Sexton household.
Mhm.
It's not that bad. There's a time and a place. Actually, when I got home, I had a very fresh ransack from Collective Arts. It's like
Nice.
bottled. I think it was bottled on New Year's Eve. Actually,
Oh, nice.
I love that beer fresh. Oh, so good.
Mm.
You wanna come do some flooring tomorrow?
Flooring? No, not at
No?
all.
No.
Not even
Okay.
close.
Just checking.
Not even remotely close. But you did use your time quite productively today by the looks of your Instagram account. You did some upgrades in the household.
You like the stuff I'm building? I enjoy it.
Hey man,
I should start my own little company, undercut everybody that's doing it, because I've been looking online at this stuff, right? Like I looked online at a guy that was making toilet paper holders, quite akin to what I did.
Yeah.
And he was selling it for like $55.
yeah, it's hilarious, right?
It cost me like $15 to get all the parts.
Holy hell.
So then you sell it for like 35 instead of 50.
You're golden, right? I know.
Yeah. And I mean, there's one piece, the one piece that you can get cheaper on the internet than you can get in a store is the floor flanges.
Okay.
Floor flanges you can get in a pack of 10 on Amazon for $25 for a half inch and $31 for 3/4. They're like $5 and $6 each in the stores.
Okay.
Everything else is so much cheaper in the store. It's just you have to go and find it, right? And nothing's fucking set up properly. And like we were looking for a plug. I just needed a plug for my coat rack there, right? Like I just needed to plug the tops of them. They had like 18 different plugs. None of them were in any of the bins.
You know where you should try to like get stuff like that is at the Restore, the Habitat for Humanity place.
Somebody would have to take me to the Restore. You want to go to the Restore?
But you could find a whole bunch of salvage there.
I mean, I have a bucket, and she's laughing at me because I have my new craft bucket, and it's just every piece of piping I find in the house that I had from the old house, I just throw in that bucket to make something out of. So I also made, I haven't put it up on the wall yet today. I'll put it up tomorrow when I do it. But I made another coat hook that is an old water valve hooked up into one of those.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That's pretty cool shit.
And then I have my next one I'm doing, my next coat hook is going to be a keg cleaner.
Ooh.
I have one of the spray nozzles you'd hook up to your basement sink to clean out a carboy.
Yeah.
That's going to be my next hook.
See, I need that. I have two.
Yeah, don't waste it. Make a hook. Give it to Ashley. He needs one.
No. Well, I bought some kegs not like a while ago off Daryl actually, Surly Leprechaun Brewing, and because I've always wanted to have like a home draft system, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
What type of kegs were they? Were they just ball locks or?
Yes, they are.
Imagine in the long run, kegging your own beer would just be a way less of a hassle than bottling or canning your own beer kind of thing, eh?
Yeah, because that Rhino's mild that I've been that's been sitting in my fermenter for the last 6 weeks would have already been all consumed.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, kegging is a lot. How much did he charge for those ball locks?
I got them really cheap. It was off like a big like one of those big group buys.
Yeah,
where Ontario, who was selling it? OBK was they got a hold of flats or pallets upon pallets of them, and I think I paid like maybe $40 each. Probably
that's not bad at all.
If he has another keg sale like that come up, tell me, because I'm trying to get kegs to work out with.
Yes, I remember that because I remember you saying that.
Why wouldn't you just like go to some brewery and see if they have some broken defunct kegs for working out with?
Just gotta get them off their hands.
Because really, for the most part, they'll keep a keg until they have to throw it out.
Yeah, and
just wouldn't that not no harm in asking. You know.
No, I've asked, and most of them will be there's no such thing as a broken keg.
Yeah.
Oh.
They will keep a keg forever. Unless
Never
I
know.
steal a keg from them,
There you go.
which I may be doing sometimes. Anyway, hi Dave, how are you? Yeah, so
Way to incriminate yourself. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's plan more crimes live on the internet.
yeah, I need some kegs to work out with. I have my maces, I have my clubs, I have my regular weights. Actually, I moved my weights into this room so that I work out as soon as I wake up.
Hmm.
There we go. Oh no. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
So have you found a spot in your new place to do your beer reviews, or?
When I do them by myself, I'm basically sitting right here and I have them look back at the barn board.
Gotcha.
That's what I did earlier. Used the cell phone tripod and put it on the table here beside me, and just did it like that. When I have groups, we'll either do them in the backyard if it's nice, or in the garage, or in the game room.
The game room, yeah.
I actually have a table coming tomorrow. I got to go pick up a table, and that'll either be going in the living room to eat at because it's a small like apartment table,
Yeah.
or it'll be going back in the game room, and we'll be moving the table you gave us somewhere else. So there's a lot of thoughts going on. I'm trying to maximize all my space. When Jeff comes down for the beer festival, he's going to be making me some custom cabinets for right between Braith's room and the washroom, because that's only like a foot wide.
Yeah.
He's still going to make me a cabinet there that's countertop space, and then more cabinets going up. And then the other one is between the game room and the bathroom.
Yeah.
And that one is like 19 inches wide, but it's only 9 inches deep, right? Like it's not a very deep one, but so that the door can still open all the way. I'm actually even contemplating taking those doors off, because we just leave them open all the time so that it stays warm back there, because there's no heater back there, right? They didn't. It's an extension on the house, and they never put they wanted it to be a 3-season room.
Yes.
So they never put a
Proper
lead
heating
into there. Well, I don't know why they didn't put a lead in. It would have been easy as fuck. It's right off the back of the house. Just drill a hole in the floor, bang, you're done, right? But they didn't. So because of that, we just leave the doors open, and the house is so small. Like the footprint of the house is like 20 feet by 20 feet. So we have a high efficiency furnace. It just fucking heats the whole thing, right? So
no problem.
And then the front, the mudroom, if we leave the house door open, that thing is warm as a fucking toasty button too, because I insulated that thing to the shits, and it's insulated well. Yeah. But if the door is closed, there's no heat in there, right? So it gets fucking cold.
But it's a mudroom. You don't really need to keep it warm though.
No. Sometimes I leave the door open because I'm doing things in and out of there, right?
True.
Mm-hmm. True that.
So I also have one spot on the floor upstairs that I have to figure out what the fuck's going on, because it's in the entire house from one end to the other. The floor is lifting just along one line, the whole house. But I come down here and I pop up all the ceiling tiles and shit to look, and I'm like, there's nothing absolutely wrong down here. What the fuck's going on, right? So luckily, again, the house isn't that big, so if I have to change the flooring, it's not that big of a deal.
But if it happened once, it would happen again. There's something that's causing that. You have to
well, it's just finding out what it is. I mean, if I pull that's the thing, right? There's nothing happening down here.
Yeah.
So it has to be upstairs. And if it's upstairs, there's probably something under it. They probably didn't level it properly or this and that. Who knows what the fuck they did.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, if it's just they didn't level it properly, I would cheat. And instead of running the floorboards this way, I would run them this way, you know?
Yeah.
You're not going to get the bow again.
Yeah. I wonder.
But the problem is when I go to check, the floorboards that are up there right now are all garbage, basically. Because it's not. You've worked with laminate floor, I'm sure. You can't really. You can, in theory, take it apart and relay it, but it's hard as fuck to do without breaking it. And
you're not doing that. Huh. Oh well.
Talking about that, I do have another. I have another dump run to do too of all wood. My I'm trying to reuse as much of the wood as I can, and I'm doing pretty good. Like when I did you haven't been here since I did the stairs either. I took all the carpeting off the stairs, and I floorboarded them. But when I got to the landing had tile on it, and it was good tile. I'm like, what the fuck is this here for? And I tried to take it off, and it was all stuck to particle board and all that. So I ripped the particle board out, and then I found out why the particle board was there. It's because the landing was rotting.
Oh.
So I always thought there was a door there. Obviously, there was a door there, and it probably leaked, which is why the landing was rotting right against the wall.
Oh, shit.
But I had a 4x4 and a 6x6 in the garage from when we built the mudroom and all that, and built the back porch.
Yeah,
that were almost the perfect height to support it. So we put it under there, and then I went and got a bunch of the scrap wood and hammered it in so that it was. Yeah, guess what? It's supported. Nothing's going to fall through now.
There you go.
Good. That's all that matters.
But yeah, so things like that. Like I'm reusing as much as I can. I went out there. I built a gate because the guy that was building my gate, built my fence with me and built the back porch and did all that. He just stopped showing up, and it's a good buddy of mine. I'm not really angry with him because he did do it for basically cost. Like everything he did, I didn't pay him any. I bought all the materials basically, and paid his workers. He made absolutely nothing. So when he didn't show up to do the gate, whatever, I have all the materials I need to build the gate. So I built the gate out of scrap wood, getting rid of more of the wood, right? So I'm using up as much of it as I can. I have 2 pieces of wood I just brought in the house to put down before I put the floor down.
Yeah.
So everything is. You wouldn't realize that I'm blind when you look at some of the stuff I do. Some of the stuff I do, you look at it and go, "Yeah, this guy's fucking blind." But other stuff,
it's amazing he still has all of his fingers.
fine cuts. Those are my problems, right? Fine cuts.
Oh my god, Joe. Well, fine cuts are a problem for people with good sight, let alone majority blind.
I think almost a foot of snow has fallen here today.
Really?
It's fucking unreal.
Jesus.
That's because nature hates redheads. Just so you know.
That makes all kinds of no sense at all. Like here, I'll go if I go like this and make this bigger, and then take this camera.
It's still not a dog or a cat.
It's a fuck.
Let's see the adventure.
I haven't been outside the door today, so I'm gonna open this door right now. Watch how much fucking snow is up.
I like how he has a commercial fucking push door.
Oh, that's
an emergency.
Nice.
Yeah, man, I'm on top of the fucking shop, dude. This place is secure, baby.
I just like that your boss made a beautiful apartment and then put a fucking commercial security door there.
I think it's because of the nature of the building. He pretty much had to do that to go along with regulations and shit. Because the business downstairs.
Yeah,
it's all fire rated and stuff is what it is.
Yeah,
it's not so much the commercial aspect of it.
And the whole building has to be fire rated, not just a portion of it.
I'm lucky I even have a window in that one. The one on my back to go down the back stairs. There's no window or anything in that one.
True.
Hi guys.
So if you want to break into Redbeard's house, hang out by the back door.
Oh.
Yeah, because we're just getting a ton of rain here in Markham, so
our roads were icy as fuck. It was hailing earlier.
Mm.
I didn't realize that it all stayed on the ground until I got home and got yelled at. The roads were icy as fuck.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't even want to try to move my car right now. Like I'm pretty sure my road hasn't been plowed yet today, so I wouldn't be going anywhere. I'd have to get out a shovel and basically shovel my entire street before I was able to go.
So with my four cell phones, I have 4 pairs of headphones here right now.
And you probably have 4 different chargers, none of which match a different phone, right?
Actually, this charger, which my Bluetooth headphones are on, matches 2 of my phones, and the charger for the other 2 phones is actually right here.
Oh, look at that!
Perfect.
Nice.
Now, the best part is 3 of them are all the exact same brand, but they're different chargers because they're different generations, right? Mm-hmm. I have I have 2 mini USBs, and I have 2 of the USB-Cs.
What's USB-C?
The USB-C is the newest one that can play. It's what USB always should have been. It can go in upside down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which direction it goes in. It
It's
works.
glorious.
It just works. Yeah.
And the ports can be made waterproof, which is pretty awesome too.
Oh wow.
It's for the Samsung S9 Plus and the Motorola Z.
I have the S9
The
Plus.
Moto Z got retired, guys. The charging port is kind of broken on it, and it was it will still charge, but it'll only charge as a USB. It won't go AC, so it takes like 6 hours to charge.
Gotcha.
Nice.
And I'm like, I'm not dealing with that.
Didn't have wireless charging built in.
No.
No. The S9 Plus is a great phone. I love that thing.
Yeah, that's this one right here.
Yeah, man, that's cool. I love it.
But
I
yeah,
just have the regular
so like this guy though, I will not deny this guy has been a good phone to me. It's been dropped from like 20 feet. It's been dropped on cement. Nothing happened to it except for a few marks on the back. That's all that's happened to it. And the charging port died. Well, the charging port works, but it doesn't work properly. And to get it fixed was like $500, and to buy out the phone was like $200. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get a new phone.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean-
for that price.
I mean, it's not an iPhone, so of course it would survive a fall.
Well, that's the funny thing, right? Like, she has an iPhone, her daughter has an iPhone. She's like, no, we need to have OtterBoxes because if it falls, it's dead.
OtterBox.
I recommend the Rhino, the case from Rhino Shield for your S9.
I
better than OtterBox.
have the Symmetry Symmetry class OtterBox on it right now.
All right.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with OtterBoxes, man. They break, and then you just get a new one because what is it, like a lifetime guarantee or some shit like that? So
I think so.
that's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, you like put in the code, take a picture, and they send it your way. I love it.
I had the life-proof cases. I think it's made by the same company, but it's like we're high-end. Like OtterBox, they didn't have a lot of cases for non-waterproof phones that actually made the phone waterproof. They were protected and stuff, but usually wouldn't have water. The life-proof case was like a complete sealed unit for your phone. It was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Except the only issue was on my phones that weren't waterproof, it had like a little hinge thing on the bottom to get to the charging port. And after 50 or so times, that would snap right off. But same thing, you take a picture of it and they send you a new one. So it was nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know I like companies like that do that shit because then it's like, I don't know, they corner the market and you're just like, well, that's what I need because I can always get a new one, hassle-free-ish.
Yeah, ish. While Apple, on the other hand, they release products that can't be worked on unless you have authorized Apple technicians. However, they won't send you the certification until about like when the warranty on the phone is gone. So nobody can work on the dang thing.
Yeah, I guess they took a page from the German cars where they can only be worked on specific dealers, which is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's like a big shield over the top of your engine. You just
Well, I mean, I get with the iMacs because the iMacs have the iMacs have like exposed power supplies, so like you can shock yourself and like just kill yourself even when the computer is unplugged because the capacitors, they still store a charge.
Yeah.
But like the fact that they literally release products that nobody's authorized to work on or can get parts for because they can only send the parts to an authorized dealer. So you're stuck for like until Apple decides to, I guess we'll allow people to be trained and actually, work on our things.
Mm-hmm.
And what's even really funny is that the CPUs are socketed, the RAM's socketed, but yet you can't just buy the CPU and the RAM. You have to buy the entire motherboard with the CPU and the
whole shebang. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can only imagine what the heck they have you with the iPhone. Like if you just need like a certain part or something like that for your iPhone, they're like, no, we want to sell you a whole new phone.
Oh my God, is that Chase Westcott? It is, but there's no microphone.
Yeah, he did that before during a beer analysis 101. Yeah, and then there he goes. Like, I don't understand why.
By the way, I am
Just
drinking.
letting us know we're being stalked.
I'm drinking the greatest beer in the world.
Bud Light?
No, Coors Light.
That was my next option.
One of like many beers I've been reviewing on my while I'm in between semesters of college. Basically doing a whole bunch of videos, editing them, and then I'm just gonna start releasing them so that way I have enough while I'm through college and stuff like that. Then start again.
Yeah,
I just cracked open a Mad and Noisy coconut porter.
I've been wanting to get one of those, but I can't get them here. Fucking Welland has nothing.
For what? For what?
Mad and Noisy coconut porter.
They probably keep that up at the Font Hill location, Highway 20. I know.
They keep that in St. Catharines or Niagara.
Yeah, I know.
How's the 40 selection at Welland? I assume it's pretty good.
No, there's only one beer store. Oh no, there's two beer stores here.
One beer store is the most sales per capita in the world.
Lincoln Street beer store.
Lincoln Street beer store. If you see the meme, there's a meme on the internet that shows the beer store and a rainbow going to it. That's that beer store.
Yep.
Oh, nice. You should see if they'll allow you to do a video there, Chad, you know?
Seeing at who owns the beer store, I'm going to go with no.
I take it they don't like you very much?
No, it's the big guys that own it. So
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I remember when they let us in to film at Creemore Springs. We sent a message to Creemore Springs asking if we could film there, and we got a hard no the first time.
Yeah.
And then Molson was like, "Hey, we could try and use him to like make us look good." Okay, yeah, come on in, come film. So we went to film, and we got on camera because they showed it to us the room with the fucking filter that's bigger than the bedroom that I share with my fiance right here, right? And our bedroom's fucking like 20 feet by 25 feet. The filter itself is that big, and we got that on film. And then we're sitting up there and we're talking to their brewmaster, who was the brewmaster before Molson bought them out, right? And I'm like, "So what's changed since Molson bought you?" And he goes, "Nothing."
Oh, it's that guy. It's that guy. Oh, man. That guy that literally just gave you like one-word answers.
Yeah.
And was like not amused. I remember that video. That video is like unintentionally hilarious.
He probably had like a metaphorical gun to his head almost.
He didn't realize, and you could see the faces of the two women that gave us because we were getting the tour with the sales manager and the PR manager, right? And they're both like, "Ooh," because they showed that we had already done the tour. I don't think he had known we had done the tour already.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ooh.
How far away is Creemore Springs, anyways?
About 2.5 hours.
Well, it's not that far.
No, it's not that bad. It's a beautiful building, to be honest. Even if you hate them because they're owned by Molson Coors, you should still go in and do a tour there because it's a beautiful building. It's amazing to see, and they don't hide a lot of things. Like
the same kind of. I don't know about the hiding, but I was going to say the same thing with like the beautiful building that's definitely not, still craft. Mill Street, a place I would recommend somebody should at least visit once. Because that whole distillery, district in Toronto was fucking awesome.
The distillery
is a great time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Actually, speaking of Mill Street.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry, go Nikolai.
Speaking of Mill Street, I had their, what was it, the Cherry Blossom chocolate cherry stout recently. Not a fan.
Not a fan.
I haven't been a fan of a lot of Mill Street beers. I don't know, something about them. They're very lackluster.
Yeah.
I find that their West Coast IPA, if it's fresh, is pretty much the only one of their beers that I'll say like that's actually pretty good. Everything else is just meh for me.
First and foremost, even before they were bought out, everything was meh for me,
Yeah.
other than like the cobblestone and the vanilla porter. Second off, last beer of the night for me, 1, 2, or 3.
3.
2.
2.
Okay.
Let's see here. Found my
There we go.
What do you got? What do you got?
City.
Oh, interesting.
100 Steps Stout.
Oh, there you go.
And I got my ring, my bottle opening ring. I wear this to work whenever I forget bottle openers.
Let me show that ring again. That's actually fucking cool.
My
Yeah,
bottle
that's really
opening ring.
nice.
That's really neat.
I was supposed to get one of those on like the Wish app, but they never send it to me.
I'm not.
You know, I downloaded the Wish app and looked around on Wish, and I'm like, yeah, no. I've been looking at AliExpress lately because I buy a lot of my repro games on AliExpress because they're good priced. And I remember before the Canada Post strike, there was this one cartridge I wanted to get for N64. It was a multi-cart. It had 15 games on it, but there was 3 good games, and the rest of them were fucking old Nintendo games somehow being played on the N64. And it was Mario Party 1, 2, and 3. And it was a $29 cartridge. So I went back to it because I'm like, I have the 5 kids over every once in a while now. And, I do family game night and all that. Mario Party is a good family game.
Yeah, it's
I
perfect.
go to look it up and, it's still $29. I'm like, awesome. But because of the Canada Post strike, it's fucking, they're not shipping it by like China Post anymore. They're shipping it by like fucking couriers and all that. And the fucking shipping jumped from like $3.99 to fucking $30. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not paying $50 US for this.
Yeah, no.
Even though I'm still saving money, I'm just not doing it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that was a really crazy fiasco with Canada Post.
That
What a
was.
pain. Jesus. Yeah, because my brother had some design project for university that he had to do. And he had to get all this stuff, and he was like, my dad was freaking out. He's like, "What the hell? Like, nothing's gonna happen here." He was never gonna get his shit. Eventually, he did, but definitely cost a pretty penny.
Oh my god! Well, the timing was just terrible because it was right before Christmas, right?
Exactly.
Chat, which brand of mouthwash are you drinking tonight, my friend?
Like I said, Coors Light.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Good
like
old Coors.
Molson Coors.
That is almost as good
Coors
as my
Coors here.
export. So my brand of mouthwash is just as bad.
Now, if either of you were drinking Old Vienna, you'd be doing good.
No, my next thing I'm gonna probably get is Yankee Jim because
So
I need it.
I have about 10 minutes left, guys, before I have to go offline. I give myself a hard timer here because I actually want to be with the person I'm with now. I don't use this to get away.
Yeah.
So I have a hard timer on what I have to do. So yeah. Any questions, comments, concerns from either the viewers or the people on the panel? What do we want to talk about for the next 10 minutes?
I have serious concerns.
Can you get Old Vienna in the States?
I don't think you can.
I don't think so. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Like, it's a macro, ain't it?
It is. It's Molson Coors.
It's very macro.
I don't know. I might try to get that at the beer barn.
It was originally owned by O'Keefe. Well, Carling. It was originally Carling, then it was Carling O'Keefe. And there's Jays Westcott with no microphone again. And there you go.
Hi, bye.
Further
Yeah,
proof that Chase
It's like you guys talk about Old Vienna a lot, and I just kind of feel left out.
You should feel left out. You should. It's actually a you know what? It's a solid macro. And I mean, I know I'm supposed to hate macros because I'm a big craft beer guy, but I don't hate certain macros.
Is it as solid or more solid than Genesee Cream Ale? Because that's one of the few macros that I actually think is, kind of solid, but that's.
I think with the new description of craft beer, according to the U.S. Beer Guild, the Brewers Association, I think that Genesee is a craft brewery again.
Really? Eh? Wow.
Yankee Jim, craft beer.
Well, because it's only on size now, right? It has nothing to do with the ingredients. It's size and percentage of ownership. Those are the two things that matter.
Well, I actually had that not too long ago. Jamie brought it to the bottle share.
What, the Genesee?
Yeah, Genesee. Well, to give to me because I never had
Which one? Because
it. It was a huge fucking thick can.
wait, regular Genesee?
Yeah, no, the Genesee cream ale.
Oh, all right. How'd you like it, or didn't you like it at
It
all?
was good. I mean, cream ales are cream ales, right? So it's
Right.
but it was.
But it's like for the
Pretty
price, like it's like $10 a case, and it's just like this shouldn't be like tolerable. This should be like throwing up after one swig.
Yeah.
Not this. I mean, this is nah.
Mm.
Overpriced is what this is.
It's an adjuncted ale. It is what it is. So
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and get because we're testing something out with my son next time we get him.
Mm.
We're gonna test out. Well, I got to pick which one of my 3 extra phones we're gonna do it on. But we're gonna do a visual cues with him because we think he has something different than my ex-wife thinks because he shows signs of something else. So we're gonna test it out, and then we're gonna be like, okay, look, this is what he has to our knowledge because this is his signs. Go and get the proper doctor, not what you're with. Get what I've been asking you for months now.
yeah. Well, hopefully that works out.
And just so you guys know, this 100 step stout going a little sour.
Oh yeah.
That's not good.
How long have you had it for?
It came in the November brew box, so November 30th.
Yeah, that's fresh for. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's a stout. I think
The first one I had from them was their smoked honey beer, and it was fucking wrong when I had it too.
How about this? How about I put this in my mouth first?
There you go.
Let's see. Let's do this. Let's mix
Wait.
it.
Who was that from again, Chad?
Who's what from?
The beer you're drinking.
Royal City.
Royal City.
Royal City, eh?
Oh.
It's a sour stout. It's the new style.
Yeah, right.
There we go. Whole mouth is.
You have like an abscess tooth or something like that.
No, I just put this in to see if I can drink with my whole mouth frozen.
Just for the hell of it, you're fucking retarded. Oh, that's pretty funny. Nice.
It's a good party favor. There you go.
That's funny. Fuck.
You might as well just put cloves on your tongue at that point.
Oh god.
Used to do that a lot when I was a kid. Just like have my tongue go numb from
Hey,
that.
because this is what me and my fiance are watching right now. How many of you guys have watched Farscape?
Nope. I know of it. I haven't seen it though.
Wow, there's 5 of you, and you're all losers.
Sorry, man.
I'm drinking Coors Light. Of course, I'm a loser.
It's a bad beer, eh?
Not really.
Mouth
But
frozen.
Well, you should have taken number 3, like I suggested. What was number 3 going to be?
This was number 3.
Oh, another Royal City. Oh, yeah, it's autumn ale. You can't really go wrong with that.
Number 1 was the one I didn't want, which was the honey brown from Sleeman.
Ew. Yeah, I wouldn't want that either.
watch, it ends up being really good.
No, honey brown from Sleeman is not really good.
Oh, you've had it.
I have 5 minutes to finish this beer. Yes, I've had it many a time in my life.
Send that as a beer mail to Lee. He'd really appreciate that.
Jesus.
I don't think Lee has any desire to interact with an albino anymore. I mean,
Or received terrible beer in email. It's just
well, he was asking if he should come back to save beer tube. So
why not do it on a honey brown?
exactly. So I have a bunch of beard oil upstairs, and I might actually try and do this with my beard tomorrow.
No, don't ever do
Beard
that.
oil won't do that. You need the beard wax for that.
That's what I meant to say. It was beard wax.
Oh, well, all right then. Give her.
I have vanilla bourbon and spruce.
Maybe you should do it so it's like so that the tips are going up your nose.
No, can they? Oh shit, they can.
They can.
If the vanilla bourbon is anything like Great Lakes, Harry Porter, and the vanilla soaked bourbon bean or whatever the crap, bourbon soaked vanilla bean,
We went
it will
out.
be impressive.
We went out to do groceries. Me, her, the kids, and I did this in a fine point. It was like, yeah, like that.
Nice.
And we got home, and the first thing I was told was wash that shit out of your beard.
Just like Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Exactly, Jim the Anvil Neidhart all the way.
Yeah.
See how it separates when I open my mouth?
He was a mean motherfucker, that guy.
Or you could dye it blue and be the Blue Meanie.
I've been the Blue Meanie. Haven't you seen the pictures?
Oh
I
yeah.
was the Blue Meanie for Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a gif of it out there somewhere.
I love that he makes gifs of everything.
Fuck. You are never safe. Never.
The gif of us all dancing in my basement like 5 years ago.
Trying to
That was the first Albino Rhino Beer Festival because that's the only year Lee came.
Trying to understand what's going on in that gif is.
We were dancing. It was one of the amazing beers, and we were dancing for it.
God, what Paul was doing to fucking.
Well, that's just Paul and Guy, right? They both like that.
Nightmare Fuel.
The other one there where somebody was showing me this is sick thing, that wasn't very nice. That was Brian, Tina, and myself. Brian and Tina are great people. Fuck you guys. And the shit one, I don't even know what that was. I think that's just a stain on the couch. That couch is gone anyway. That was the couch I got for free out of Grandma Boychuk's basement, so that I had a couch after my ex-wife took the brand new couch I bought before she left.
Oh, I didn't realize Rob was in the chat. Hey, Rod.
Rod J in the house.
You guys are bad. You don't even keep track of who's around.
I'm not the moderator of this.
I've been talking to Rod.
If you had told me, Ashley, moderate the chat, I would have done so.
I thought Greg was the moderator.
Greg's not even here.
Exactly. He's a bad moderator.
Jesus. Oh, chat.
So Rod was mentioning that he can still get Dundee in Ohio. I bought a mixed pack of Dundee in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Pottsville, Pennsylvania is where Yingling is from. The first time I showed up in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, Pottsville had a homicide. There was a homicide in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. So
it's near Philly.
Pardon?
I said it's near Philly, of course.
So they had a street shut down so that you couldn't drive on it because there was a homicide that just happened. I don't know how many people have been to Pottsville. You can't have any fucking streets shut down because it's like on the side of a mountain, okay? Like here is the brewery, here is where you come in. All the streets are like this, like legitimately past 45 degrees. Oh, like we were in a manual car, and the girl that was driving was like, I don't know if we can go up this hill because if I have to stop to check for people crossing, we might be fucked. So having a road closed in that town is horrendous. And they're all one-way streets. What the fuck is with that shit? The only way you can go two ways is if you're going up the 45-degree angle. The 45-degree angle is what you would expect to be one way, but that's the two-way part. The one way is the flat. And every house, because it's a 45-degree angle fucking street, every house is like 7 feet off the ground with a staircase going up to it. Like, it's the weirdest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Good old Pottsville.
I mean, to be honest, like a lot of Pennsylvania towns are like that. Like mine is kind of like that, except it's not as steep, but it is two hills, and the flats are the one ways. And the funny thing is, the one ways can fit two cars. The two ways can't. They're just one car length.
Exactly. What the fuck is that? And I remember, everybody, like, this was our first time in the U.S. on a road trip as legal adults, and everybody always talks about how much you can just buy beer everywhere in the U.S. And we're walking around.
You went to Pennsylvania.
We go into the Walmart, and there's we walk the entire Walmart going, where the fuck's the beer? And they're like, oh, no, you have to go buy it from the distributor. So we go to the distributor, and everything has to be bought in a 2-4. Like, what the fuck is that shit? First off, and then you see like a 2-4 of Chimay Blue for like $170. Like, what the fuck is this?
Welcome to Pennsylvania. Hey, Malden.
What's going on?
How are you doing?
Hey guys, I'm sorry, but we gotta go offline. You guys can keep talking, but I have hit my limit as to the time limit I'm allowed, and I have to go pee and then snuggle in bed. Bye-bye.
Oh.